Hey, what's going on, everybody? Silver Fox here. I got some more energy today. I was feeling kind of burnt out yesterday, so I'm feeling better. I'm going to report on the Ventris Gibson 2023 Peace Dollar COA, and are any of the graders, there's been a lot of talk, are any of the graders going to tie the cert number, or the COA number into the slab, or are they going to slab the COA? And I contacted both PCGS, NGC, and ANACS, and I'll go down the line and tell you what I know and how you're going to do it. There's only one company right now that will slab your COA, and there's going to be some requirements to that, but I also came up with the idea to maybe go around that so you can figure out if you have it before sending it in. So we'll start from the bottom and we'll work our way up. So ANACS, I gave them a call, and it seems like doing messaging or email, I think you get less experienced people, because I always seem to get the opposite answers and the wrong answers on the messaging. So called them up, they answered on the first ring, and I'll also be doing like a grader review probably maybe next week or something, just because I don't really grade coins, I just buy graded ones, and I've never had to deal with them, but I can understand why people are so frustrated and salty. So gave ANACS a call. They picked up like first ring. It was pretty cool, no wait. And I said, hey, do you guys encapsulate COAs or tie the COA number to a coin at all? And she said, no, we don't do that. And I said, okay, well, with the 2023 piece coming out and the director strike, would you guys do any of that as far as encapsulating it or anything? She goes, no, we're not going to do any of that. So there's 0 out of 1. And then I called up NGC, and they picked up first ring too, which I was pretty impressed about. So if you ever have any problems, seems like NGC is probably the way to go. ANACS is all right. But I contacted them as well, and the gal was pretty nice. She said that, same question. She said that they used to do encapsulations way back when, and she wasn't sure if they would or not. And I said, hey, can you talk to a supervisor or anything? Just to clarify, so people know if you can or cannot. And I also couldn't find anything on the website about encapsulating COAs. And I have seen some slabs that have had like little designations like COA number 126 on them. And she talked to a supervisor, and I guess there was some bulletin out that said that they were not gonna encapsulate them or match the slab COA number to the COA. So that was kind of disappointing, but I guess they're potentially leaving it up PCGS. And I also had a viewer, the same viewer who got one of the COAs. He's super, super lucky. Congratulations to him. He also talked to NGC, and I think it was through email. They said that they wouldn't be doing anything with the COA. So, drum roll, PCGS. Are they gonna do it? I called them yesterday. This is right when they opened. I think they open at 7 a.m. Pacific time. And I got into queue, and they called me kind of a little bit before lunchtime, and luckily I was available and free to pick up. So they were pretty nice on the phone. The gal, I asked the same question again, and the gal, she says that they do encapsulate the COAs, and that it would be separate from the coin. Like, they're not going to put the designation, the COA number on the coin holder, but she said that it would go in a little bit of a bigger slab. And I don't know a whole lot about grading, because I've never actually submitted any coins. I just buy slab coins. And so whatever you have to do, please do your research before doing that. But I think she said something about how you have to write down that you want your coins. This was under the pretense that she said you would have to send it in original government packaging, which I asked her. But she said you have to write it on the sheet that if there's a COA, that you would like the COA encapsulated or whatever. Which also brings me back to one point. The NGC gal told me she said, do not send any government packaging if you think, or if you're trying to get the COA, because she said potentially you're not going to get your COA back. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You won't send that thing back? And she said, I don't know, some legality about it. So if anybody's out there and you're thinking about doing this with NGC, I would think about it differently. But up to you. You know, I'm not taking any liability. I'm just saying that's what I would be doing. So back to PCGS. So she said, you know, if you're going to take the chance or whatever, original government packaging, not open, write on the sheet that you want the COA encapsulated. And I said, okay, with the Gibson COA not being known if it's in there or not until you open it, I said, can you put like a finger-sized hole or a pencil-sized hole, wink wink, into the box to see if it's in there or not, because it's technically not opened? And I said, will that count as far as not being opened and you would accept it? And she did say, well, it sounds like that's not opened to me, so yeah, I don't see why not. So guys, what I was thinking was, if you have like a borescope or some sort of like mechanic type small camera, you can maybe make a little small hole, you know, making sure that all the coins are somewhere else in the box, you know, just kind of dump it down to one angle and make like a really small hole, make sure you don't damage anything and make sure the seals on the box are out of the way. And maybe you could take a look with a little scope or something, or if you're really cheap, like me, I didn't buy any of the coins. I think I'm gonna get some reverse proofs, but I didn't buy the first round that just came out. But maybe you could put like a flashlight and tweezers and look around and see if you see that birthday card looking thing, and that would be a good indication if you have it or not. So just kind of an idea. I caution everybody to do your own research before you do this, but that's what I was told. So just the idea. I'm not saying that it's a good idea or that PCGS may not accept it, but according to this agent who I spoke to, it sounded like that was okay. So there's one way around it. PCGS will do encapsulation, and you know, strictly speaking, you're supposed to send it in box unopened, put in the notation that you want a COA encapsulated if you get it. But there's the workaround that I was just talking about. So longer video than I thought I would be talking about it, but I think it's also important because I don't want people to waste their money either. And yeah, just trying to help out the community because I know this community has really helped me learn and make some additional income for my family. And I really didn't really have a coin guru or coin sponsor or anybody that wanted to teach me about coins when I was a kid. And when I was in 3rd, 4th grade, I was into coins, went to the coin store, and I just kind of collected what I liked and what I saw. And I really like Walkers and Franklins back in the day, and all the like gold-plated JFKs and stuff. But never really had a person to guide me along the way. And I got a red book, but when you're in 4th grade, I don't really think it's pretty wordy for a 4th grader to understand everything. But now that I'm older, I just started collecting a couple years ago because I had the time and I had more money as an older person. So just want to get back to the community, and maybe that's a workaround to see if you got a COA or not. So if you do got a COA, let me know what you're doing with it, if you're going to sell it or keep it or whatever. I think for right now, I know there's one viewer, there's one person on Reddit, and there might be the same person from Reddit posting it on Facebook. So I think 2 or 3 are known right now. So we'll have to see. Oh, I also got an email from PCGS, and they said, you know, what I was telling you about like messaging or email. I was just trying to see how slow it would take for them to get back to me as well, and to verify information. The person originally said the correct information, that you would have to send it in blindly and fill out the paperwork for the encapsulation in case you get it. And then the person later sent a revision and said, I just talked to a supervisor, and this isn't a current public release. This was only for dealers to receive. If it does get to the public, we will update our like specialty slab labels or whatever they do. And I was like, you know, trying to be nice. I was just like, hey, I just want to let you know I confirmed with the US Mint that it is a public release. So might want to update your supervisor and what you guys, your bulletin or whatever, to reflect that. But anyways, just want to let everybody know what's happening, and yeah, good luck if you haven't opened your boxes yet. All right, we'll see you later. Take care.